One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Get this one underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. What we expected, this crowd ready to make its presence known. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Jennings. The throw to the outside is complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces.
Makes the catch on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys in the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen across the 25. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. That's it fly. Touchdown Mustangs. And they strike first. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. They'll try the left side. Finds his way ahead for 3 out. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Quarterback running on the draw. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Trying to get the edge on the right. Still running up the 40. Oh, he found a space on the right. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground already. What a way to get this season started. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class. It's not littered with a bunch of 5-star blue-chip prospects. They've got guys they feel like they can develop down the road. But, David, the big question is, how long is it going to take?
Yeah, and sometimes when you get that top 25 class, you also found some diamonds in the rough, and then some guys that have some potential that get developed. So, interested to see how they do in developing these guys.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Quarterback will keep it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Going downfield for the big play. Snatches it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on second down. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Harden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. First play of the period, first down here. On the option. Now the pitch. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This possession from their own 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The give is to Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll move the tight end. Wants to adjust the pattern. The give from the gun. Turning it on! Got the first down and more. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Brockney, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
Let's go!
Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Washington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
Fouls through the defense. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. He might want another play. The pitch to the left. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. A run for the quarterback. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Jennings. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Going right to work up top. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Here's a heat. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Breaks into the open. He now has 110 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. So now it's second and long. The toss to the right. Running to Green. There's a live football. Defense covering it up and... The offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
To the air. It's Jennings. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And the Mustangs will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Irish needing just inches for the first down. Snap it to the back. Hard running there. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
He's going to fire to the left. Over to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to pass. Hauls it in. Going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. And this offense gets a little bit of help from the defense, and they are this close to getting it into the end zone. 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Wants to go up top. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Gives it on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You've got to be physical. You've got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Direct snap. It's Williams. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive.
Here we go.
Direct snap. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Singleton.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. On 4th down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough in this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Here come the Irish back on offense. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
To the air on second down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on second down.